First of all, the left-hand one was kind of your start of the session.
Yeah.
Much better posture, much taller now. You just look generally better at the golf ball.
Okay,
your ability now to move is better. And what we would normally see is setup changes are like that. Swing changes, take a little bit of getting used to. Okay, so effectively you're changing a habit. When you're doing a habit statically, it might feel a bit weird. But then when you do something at 60, 70 mile an hour, it feels very, very weird. And again, instinct will kick in, right?
Sure.
So your previous swing here today with that kind of over the top, your previous swing on the left here now, as you went back, took the golf away nicely, getting that left shoulder behind the golf ball. We're okay here. Now your left shoulder gets very, very active and starts firing forward. Okay, so you see the club head now kind of very, very steep.
Very
through
steep.
your neck area. So there's only one shot you can really hit from that, is basically a cut across with a lot of right to left spin. So you're going to lose a bit of yardage. With a lofted club in your hand, you're okay. When it comes to a driver, it's going to be struggling. So these are the practice swings you're making, so we can kind of see where you're at there. Okay, so up there now, that was a small thing, and this is just rehearsing the feel of the club going past you. So same good backswing. Look at the difference in where that club's coming down now. Look at the left shoulder, or your left shoulder doesn't look like moving at all, does it? The arms are just falling down, and the club now you can see working nice on the inside, and then through. But that's all stems from what that left shoulder does on the way back, and then doesn't do on the way down.
On the way down.
I think you had minimal movement on the way back because you used to be quite low and squatty, and then you just had a lot of movement on the way back because you would hit some shots go, I'm not getting through it. And that's such a common phrase we hear on the golf course. There are certain buzzwords we hear on the golf course. I'm lifting my head, I'm not getting through it, I'm swinging too far. All these things, a lot of times what people actually experience aren't what they're actually doing. So for you to say, I'm not getting through it, you're getting through it too much. So the more you try and get through it, the worse it potentially going to be. So again, back to the top of the backswing, keep that left shoulder back, and honestly, the club now working down now, basically through your left elbow, left bicep, tricep area.
Through my left
and the club now coming down a lot lower with the hands, and then through with a nice release. So you rehearse this as a practice swing. When it comes to hitting the golf ball, you just got to hit it, okay? And what we hope to see, and we'll see in this case, is like a halfway between. So your green line here on the left-hand side represents your before swing. The blue line will go with on this one, kind of was representing where your practice swing was. We want to see it somewhere in the middle, okay? So up the top of the backswing, as we start coming back down, the club now we can see here is going through your left shoulder. So if we put a line on here now and took these, so this was your before angle through your left shoulder there, kind of thing. Your practice swing was the blue angle. And in reality, when we hit the golf ball, it's somewhere in the middle.
It was in the middle,
And with more and more rehearsals of the blue angle, the yellow angle will start moving down, to eventually where you want to get it.
Which is where, in terms of
more of the
halfway
inside
through the bicep.
Well, ideally, on that club to come in through your left forearm would be sort of an image we look for.
Really,
but that's created by what the left shoulder does. If we go back to here now, from this frame here, I want to see the club coming through more on that bottom yellow line there.
Right.
Within reason, we could go a little bit above that line, I suppose, but in that window, When you're coming down kind of over here somewhere on this, would change colour, on the red line, you can hit shots from there with irons, struggle with the driver, And again, when we come back into the golf ball now, the club is working more from the inside path or straighter path, ball flying straighter with less side, and that's the key thing. If you can keep that, reduce that side spin down to 1,000 at max, you've got a chance. When it's 2,000, you're losing yardage, aren't you?
Oh, totally.
I mean, that last one, you probably didn't strike it as well as the previous one. It went 204.
But it went 204.
And the good strikes you've been having to go in 180, and the ones you can see generally on the left-hand side, the ones that are further left are often just shorter, because they've been missed it slightly. The ones that are straighter are longer. So, make sense, sir?
Total.
Good stuff. Well
done.
Very
interesting.
Very, very good.